What's going on, guys? Kp-dany here, welcoming you back to another NFL Pick'em video. And today, as usual, we're going to be going over the next week, which is week 8, and the current week, and then going over the last week also, which is week 7. So to get started with, let's get to the Bears and the Packers, week 7, Thursday, October 20th. So the Packers won 26 to 10. I don't think that was a surprise to anybody as they were at home, and if they lost, it would be really, 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 really bad for that team. But yeah, a lot of crazy games this week actually. Surprising games actually. There's a bunch of them. I'm not even kidding. So that's one. Sorry, that wasn't surprising, but that's no losses so far. Giants over the Rams, a great touchdown pick six return for Landon Collins, 17 to 10 for the Giants. That's another win. Saints and the Chiefs. Okay, that's also expected. I think I picked the Chiefs, and that's 3-0. Wow, we're going pretty good, right? Then the Colts beat the Titans 34 to 26. It was in Tennessee. I mean, come on. Like, how could they lose? I've whenever I pick the Colts, they lose, and when don't pick the Colts, they win. It's crazy. Well, most of the time that's what happens. But then even more shocking, the Vikings lost to the Eagles 10 to 21. I was really, really sad about this game. I'm a Vikings fan. I was pissed at them. How could they let that happen? I mean, the game was so close. It looks like it's almost like a blowout, but the game was so close. Speaking as a true fan and speaking as a guy who witnessed the entire game, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, there was one kickoff return that changed the entire game, and that accounted for like 8 points because we Harrison Smith got a penalty for roughing the kicker, and then they went for two and got it. So minus 8 points from that. That would have been 13 to 10. Or 13 to 10, guys. That would be a field goal game. This was a really close game. I mean, I'm not kidding. This was a really close game. A lot of missed chances for us, but yeah, a lot of missed chances. The Vikings had tons of opportunities, but yeah, enough with that. That's our second loss, so 3-2. Then the Bengals beat the Browns. Well, that's obvious. We're 4-2. Lions beat the Redskins. I think I picked the Lions. Maybe I said Redskins in my when I was talking, but I wrote the Lions down there. I changed my mind. So the Lions over the Redskins, which is 5-2. And then the Raiders beat the Jaguars. We picked that again, 6-2. And they're doing pretty good. Derek Carr and the Raiders, I give it hats off to them. They're doing an awesome job. Bills and the Dolphins are our newest loss of the day. Dolphins and the Bills. How could the Dolphins beat the Bills? This is insane. The Bills are looking like a crazy team, and then LaShawn McCoy gets injured, and now looking down, down, down. Looking like they're going to go down the hill now. I mean, I'm scared for them. So that's 6-3, I believe. Jets and the Ravens. I picked I picked the Ravens. I don't know how the Ravens lost, but they lost, making me 6-4. And then Buccaneers and the 49ers. I think I picked the Buccaneers, even though the 49ers were at home, because the Buccaneers are the better team there, as you guys can see from the schedule. So there's only 4 losses so far. And then the Chargers beat the Falcons. Another insane game. How can the Chargers beat the Falcons? I just couldn't believe at first. Like, even though they only won by 3 points. Come on, Falcons? Really? I believe the Falcons were at home, which makes it even more crazy. But whatever. Patriots and the Steelers. Man, oh man. The Patriots beat them. So that's 5 losses. The Patriots won. I picked the Patriots, and no surprise, Ben Roethlisberger was injured. But this next game, the Seahawks and the Cardinals, 6-6, that was the most ugliest game I've ever seen. Like, one of the most ugliest games. I didn't even see it, actually. I saw the highlights, I think. But, yeah, it was, like, a couple missed field goals, and just 6-6. I mean, that's insane. And knowing that the 2 of those field goals came from the last minutes of the game makes it even more tough. Makes it even more ugly because these are 2 good teams that have good offenses but can't do anything. Well, they also have good defenses, but that comes with our 5th or 6th loss, I believe. And then the Broncos beat the Texans. Now that was no surprise. The Texans got 9 points and the Broncos got 27. That's gonna wrap it up for this week, guys. We had a pretty good week. Well, I mean, it wasn't that good considering there wasn't too many games, but we got around the same schedule we got as the week before. But whatever, let's get to next week. Now, in week 8, there is actually 5 buys. No, 6. 6 teams with buys. The Ravens, the Rams, the Dolphins, the Giants, the Steelers, and the 49ers. But yeah, so the Vikings are 5-1 now. I'm gonna talk about that a little bit at the end where they verse the Bears and I talk about it. So Jaguars at the Titans. I'm still gonna go with the Titans because the Jaguars aren't looking like such a good team, and I'm feeling like the Titans are gonna bounce back from the crazy weeks that they've had. Like they got to start winning some games. I think they deserve it. Redskins at the Bengals. I gotta pick the Bengals there. Redskins couldn't get it done in Detroit. I don't think they could get it done in Cincinnati. Chiefs at the Colts. Wow, this is a hard decision considering their history. I'm still gonna go with the Chiefs here. Last week I picked against the Colts and they won. I'm gonna do it again. Test them again. Chiefs at the Colts. I picked the Chiefs. Cardinals at the Panthers. The NFC Championship game rematch, but this is probably going to be the actually, this is a very hard game. The Panthers have got a losing streak going. I think. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think they've got a losing streak going. They're 1-5 or something. But the Cardinals also suck. So I don't know. I mean, I want to pick the Panthers. I want to pick the Cardinals too. I just don't know who. So let's just pick the Panthers because they're at home. I'm hoping the Panthers can win this one because I don't want the Cardinals to win. Because the Panthers are at home. I mean, they're 1-5. Come on, start winning some games. Raiders at the Buccaneers. I gotta pick the Raiders there. Derek Carr's gonna come in there and make it happen. Seahawks at the Saints. Gotta pick the Seahawks there. They had the weird game last week, but that doesn't mean they're gonna lose to the Saints. Lions at the Texans. That's a bit of a tough matchup, guys. There's a there's actually a ton of tough matchups this week, but I'll take the Lions on the road. Again, picking a lot of road teams today. Patriots at the Bills. Ooh, that's a nice matchup. But I think LaShawn McCoy might be injured, so gotta take the Patriots there. Even though it's a division matchup and they might lose. Jets at the Browns. Gotta take the Jets. I'm not gonna pick that winless team right there. They might as well go 0-16 for all we know. Even though they've had a couple close games, they're probably gonna win. But no, not maybe. Even though it's the Jets, I don't think they're gonna lose. I just can't pick them. Chargers at the. I don't think they're gonna win. Sorry. Chargers at the Broncos. That's a hard game. You guys just saw what happened. Chargers and the Broncos like 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago or something. The Chargers beat the Broncos, but now it's in Mile High. And I guess I should have picked the Chargers last time, but I'm gonna pick the Broncos here. And next game we got Packers at the Falcons. That's a very nice matchup indeed, because they're both playoff teams most likely. And the Falcons and the Seahawks were a great game the other week too, and then the Packers and the Cowboys. So we're having some great NFC matchups here, but it's in Atlanta. I look for them to bounce back against the Packers. Packers haven't been doing so good, so Falcons over the Packers. Eagles at the Cowboys. This is one of the toughest matchup of the week. This is one of the toughest matchups of the week, if not the toughest. I gotta take the Cowboys here. I'm gonna say it right now. They're at home. They're versing an Eagles team who just came off a sloppy win, let's say, and that might be a little biased, but yeah, the Cowboys, on the other hand, Dak Prescott has got to win a game, so I'm gonna pick the Cowboys right there. And just because they're at home, because these divisional matchups, if you're at home, you had a big leverage over the other team. Whatever. So Vikings at the Bears. Talking about divisional matchups, even though the Bears have it at home this week, I'm still gonna pick the Vikings because first of all they're my team, second of all I can't lose hope in them, and third of all it's the Bears. They've been losing to like sucky teams. But yeah, I gotta take the Vikings. And speaking of their 5-1, I think they're gonna go to 6-1, even 7-1 because they have Detroit next week. And a whole on the season, I think they're gonna go at least 12 wins, if not more. They're gonna go 12 wins at least. Mark my words, write it down. So yeah, guys, that's gonna wrap it up for this week. Stay tuned for next week. We're gonna have week 9 and hopefully a draft champions or ultimate team game. So stay tuned and see you next time. Catch you later, guys.